In the novella The Stranger, written by Albert Camus, the main character Meursault explores his views on the world in extreme ways. His belief of the world around him is minimal, and as a result, nothing seems real to him. Camus and Meursault's view of religion ties directly into the belief that nothing is real and reality is a myth. There is no point in believing in any religion because reality does not exist and one's fate is predetermined. This is Meursault, the main character of The Stranger. This is Meursault at his mother's funeral. He doesn't really care much about his mother's death. In fact, he shows little to no emotion and just drinks his coffee and smokes a cigarette. Meursault finds himself a girl named Marie. Marie is completely enamored with him, but Meursault couldn't care less about her. He just wants someone physically attractive. He doesn't even care about marrying her and basically says, sure, whatever, when asked. Meursault ends up going to the beach with Marie and his good old pal Raymond. Meursault constantly observes how hot it is and won't let that go. The sun bothers Meursault so much that he decides to kill the Arab. Weird, right?
And so, like every other cold-blooded murderer, Meursault gets locked up. Meursault meets with his lawyer, who really loves God. Meursault doesn't really believe in God, or any religion for that matter. This was his reaction. Speaking very quickly and passionately, he told me that he believed in God, and that it was conviction that no man was so guilty that God would not forgive him. He wasn't listening. He was more distracted by the fact that he was hot and the fact that his lawyer was so indulged in his faith, ranting in a scary manner. He didn't care enough to listen to the rant and found it hard to follow because he didn't understand the obsession and the following of religion. But he cut me off and urged me one last time, drawing himself up to his full height and asking me if I believed in God. Page 69. Meursault believes there is no purpose to life and nothing after death. Because of this, there is no reason for him to turn towards God. Most people believe in God in times of need, but Meursault believes fate controls everyone's actions, so there is no reason to believe in him. I've never seen a soul so hardened as yours. The criminals before me have always wept at the sight of this image of suffering. Page 69. Many sane people have a strong reaction towards Jesus' crucifixion, but Meursault wasn't fazed in the slightest. Because Meursault was never involved with religion or God, he simply did not care about the supposedly powerful image held in front of him. He felt no remorse and didn't feel like he needed to be forgiven for his sins, and didn't even feel as if he had committed a sin in the first place. He doesn't believe in religion, therefore he doesn't believe that he has done anything wrong. So, eventually Meursault goes to trial. And, no surprise, he is found guilty of the crime he has committed. While in his cell, the priest comes and speaks to him. This is what happens. I said I don't believe in God. He wanted to know if I was sure, and I said that I didn't see any reason to ask myself that question. It seemed unimportant. Page 116. Meursault does not believe in God. He does not see a point in even thinking about why he does not believe in God because it is unimportant to him. According to him, Human justice was nothing and divine justice was everything. I pointed out that it was the former that had condemned me. His response was that it hadn't washed away my sin for all that. I told him that I didn't know what a sin was. Page 118. Rousseau said human justice was what had condemned him, and divine justice had no role in that whatsoever. His lawyer, on the other hand, believed Rousseau was paying for his sins. Rousseau doesn't believe that there is such thing as sins. Rousseau is then sentenced to death, and hopes people react to his death. Yikes.